What is good? What is good? What is good? So, end of market review for 29th of March, Wednesday, the 29th of March. Okay, so let's get into it real quick. So, let me take price back a bit to about here, and then let me drop down to the 5 minutes. So, on the 5 minute you can see all these positions, but I took only one trade, right? I took only one trade. These were just these were setups that formed after my trade. So this is my initial trade, right? Let me hide this one, hide, and hide this one. So this is the trade I took today, right? As you can see, I got stopped out. So let's take a quick look at, let's go to my other charts and let's do a quick breakdown to see what actually happened today, what kind of price action we had today. So today, Wednesday, price basically moved sideways, right? Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just got back from the gym, so I'm still a little bit tired. So basically you can see consolidation. And what comes after consolidation? What comes after consolidation, guys? We're looking for that expansion very soon, right? After consolidation, we're looking for that expansion. Price is either going to expand to the upside, where we have these equal highs, or price is going to expand to the downside, where we have these lows, and we also have equal lows here. So either it goes here or it goes here, right? Or price is going to expand. Today is Wednesday, tomorrow Thursday, and then Friday. So let me look at my calendar real quick. So we're going to Forex Factory, and let's see or if we have any fundamental events, So tomorrow we have unemployment claims. So you can see we have high impact news by 1:30 tomorrow. So that could play a role in the expansion. And then on Friday, we have core PCE price index. Okay, so we have another high impact news. And again, that's by 1:30. So basically Thursday and Friday, we have some high impact news. So we could see that as maybe a catalyst to maybe move price or help price expand, right? To help with that momentum that we're looking for. So very sideways, price very sideways today. Let's drop down to the 15-minute time frame real quick. And let's see, did I get anything? Okay. So let's look here. So this is Tuesday's high. This is Tuesday's low. And again, this is Monday's high. This is Monday's low. So you can see we're still trading within this range, right? If I take fibs from this high to this low, right? Price made its way all the way to the 79% retracement, and now we're consolidating around this level right here, right? We're consolidating right in here, and it's either, like I said, it's either we expand down, right, and we reach for these sell stops, right? We reach for these sell stops below here, or we expand to the upside and reach for the sell stops, the buy stops above here, right? So these are the two things these are the two scenarios, right? Sorry, let me get everything. Let me get the chart cleaned up. Okay, so those are the two scenarios we'll be looking for. Very simple, very straightforward. What we're looking for. So let me go back to my other charts where I take my trades, and let me break down my entry for today, right? As I always do. So today's entry was, well, it was just the entry for today. Let me go to the 1 minute time frame. And I want to take price back to my entry. So my entry was very early, very early. I think I was a bit impatient and I wanted to get into trade real quick. But as you can see here, fair value gap, right? Between the low of this candle, high of this candle, right? We had a fair value gap, yeah. Now, as you can see, we also have what? Equal lows here, price around those equal lows, right? Moved up. What do we have again? A sweep of that, right? A sweep of that liquidity. Price around sell stops again. So when price made this move up, initially I'm thinking to myself, market is bullish, right? So we could see price running up, right? To reach for these buy stops, and potentially reach for these buy stops, right? So I knew all of that, but again, the strategy I'm trading has nothing to do with that, right? That's not what I'm looking for. So I didn't trade in line with that, right? Although I can observe and I can understand what is happening, right? Because I have prior experience and I'm still learning some ICT concepts, right? So I have some understanding of what's going on, but that's not what I'm trading at the moment. The reason I'm actually changing strategy, irrespective of the fact that it is a low probability strategy, right? Like I said, I've traded so many strategies and I've been in that position where I thought like being very good at technical analysis is actually going to make you profitable. But what it does is, especially for someone who is impatient, right? You might get real good, and if you don't have your emotions and everything in check, right, you still make money, right? So what I've figured out is that the only way for me to like pull my emotions aside is to trade very systematically. And that's why I'm trading this strategy, because this strategy is very systematic. I'm not trading this strategy to make money. I'm trading this strategy to actually train myself, right? Train myself and to learn, right? To learn how to be more systematic, how to build systems, right? So what I'm focused on is actually completing 20 trades rather than making a profit. So I know that once I take 20 trades, I should expect a positive outcome. So that's the whole ideology behind my strategy. So without wasting too much time, trade moved in our direction for a bit, turned around, boom, stopped us out, right? So now, as you can see, price is reaching for these buy stops, right? So if I quickly take all of this off and just try to explain what happened here, because even though I take a loss, right? Even if I take a loss, the goal is to be able to identify what's going on, right? And that's something I am grateful for. I'm grateful for the fact that at least I can be able to identify what is happening, right? So right here, order block, right? This down candle before this move up will be considered an order block. Same price coming into that, right? Striking it, boom. Mean threshold of the candle. So that's the half point of the candle. Price comes into it. And then where's buy stops? Above here. Another buy stops above here. So if I was trading in line with these buyers, let's say we took our entry here, had our stop loss at this low, below the order block, and let's say first targets would be above these highs, right? First target above those highs, boom, TV smash, take partials off, right? Take partials off, you could even move stops to entry, right? Seeing as price move down here and pushed up, this could be another order block, right? This right here could be another order block. for price to come into. Price comes into the order block, continues up. Okay, so right here was, let me take back here. Right here was, I got another entry, but like I said, according to my rules, I trade only once, right? One trade per session, one trade per day. You can see we have another fair value gap. Let me move this out of the way so you can see clearly. So we marked out another block here. What the price do? Price came into that other block, created this fair value gap on this candle, right? This candle right here. Let me take this off so we can see the high of this candle, the low of this candle, right? So our entry is going to be at the low of this candle. So this is to show you that the strategy works. The strategy I'm trading works, right? But it's not 100% strike rates, right? So it's as simple as that. Just the same way, no strategy ever has like 100% strike rate. And if we did this for a 1 to 2, right, we can already see price reaching for this buy side liquidity. And then, we have 1 to 2. So 1 to 2 is even before that buy side liquidity. And I observed all of this in the live market, and I'm so proud of myself because like I did not take a re-entry, right? Because one of the rules is to not take a re-entry. If I take a loss, I take a loss for the day and I'm done, right? Irrespective of whatever happens, I come back the next day, I look for my entry, I take the trade, right? So that's a rule I've built. It's not necessarily, that doesn't necessarily mean like that's the most profitable way to go, because I could do re-entries. I could say, okay, let me say do like 2 or 3 trades in a day, and I could do 20 trades faster. But um I'm just trying to follow the rules, get 20 trades out of the way, and then if I need to make any changes, I'll make any changes. In the meanwhile, I'm still learning, right? So this is just the learning process, and I'm really putting this out there. Like, I don't know whoever is watching this, but like I'm really trying to put it out there that like the learning process is actually important, right? Because a lot of successful traders out there, right? They don't really put the learning process out there. You just see the finished product, but it actually took them years and years and years of studying to actually get to where they are. So this is me just putting the learning process out there and showing you like step by step. I'm trading a strategy that I know has a low strike rate, but you can be profitable even with a strategy that has a low strike rate. And this is what I'm actually trying to prove here, right? These are the kind of trades a lot of people like to take. Let me get rid of this real quick, right? These are the kind of trades everybody wants to take, right? This kind of trades right here. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying a lot of people don't have the right mindset. Like for myself, right? I didn't even have the right mindset, because if this, let's say I have a 50% strike rate with this strategy, right? Trading this type of strategy, or a 40% strike rate, and we are seeing 1 to 4, 1 to 5s, those kind of things, right? Firstly, there were times where I used to take these trades, I wouldn't take partials up here. I wouldn't even take partials up here, right? I would be targeting something like this. I'll be targeting these equal highs up here, right? And I'll be looking for like, what's this? A 1 to 11. And I'll be, in my mind, I'll be thinking, once this hits 1 to 11, right, I'll be up 11%, and I'll be like, that's a lot of money, right? So the greed factor in this type of strategies is not really talked about, right? There's a lot of greed attached to this type of trading. And it's not that this is a wrong way to trade. It's just that you need the right mindset before you can really execute this on a consistent basis, right? You need to actually know how to scale in and scale out. All those strategies that give like crazy hours, right? The reason people take those type of trades is actually so they can scale out of their positions, right? But it's not really talked about a lot, right? You just see the screenshot of like a sniper entry and someone banking 20R, but they don't tell you how important it is to scale out, how important it is to trail your stops, and all of that. So let me take this off, right? We also saw another entry on this fair value gap here. Again, although we took a loss here, we saw another example of the strategy playing out. So even if I missed out on this, let's say I did not take this trade and I saw this opportunity, that could have been a potential trade. And saw it ran 1 to 2. But our trade for today was a loss. So now we've taken 6 trades, four losses and 2 wins, right? So imagine taking 6 trades, right? Let me do a little bit of writing. 6 trades, right? We've taken 6 trades. How many of those trades were losses? 4. So minus 4R, right? How many wins? 2 wins, right? 2 wins and 1 win is 2R. So 2 wins times 2R is what? Plus 4R, right? So what is our total? 0R. So after 6 trades, we are at what? Break even. How many trades do we have left? 14 trades, right? Now from the back testing, so okay, this strategy gives us an average, gives me an average of what? Gives me an average of a 50% win rate, right? And so far I've taken 4 losses and 2 wins. That is not a 50% strike rate. So you can't actually tell the sequence of your wins and your losses. And I'm going to keep documenting this, right? I'm going to keep collecting this data and I'm going to keep uploading these videos day by day, day by day, day by day, so that you can actually see like outcomes are random, right? I don't know how this is going to end, right? And it's so uncertain because I might end up with like 18 losses and 18 losses and 2 wins, right? I might end up with 18 losses and 2 wins at the end of the day, right? But at the same time, we might end up in profit, we might end up around break even, or we might end up with a little bit of loss, right? But that's part of trading, right? Uncertainty. Uncertainty is a part of trading and it's a part of life as well. And this is why trading teaches a lot of life lessons. Trading teaches a lot of life lessons, right? Because these uncertainties in the market are the same things we often experience in life, right? We might have our plan in check, but the outcome of everything we do might still not be to our expectation, right? We can have a plan of action, and the only thing we can control is following the plan. We can never control the outcome. That doesn't mean life is unfair because even though you don't get the outcome you want, if you stick to your plan long enough, at some point you might just get lucky, right? You might just get lucky. And I might look at this and you might look at this and be like, okay, so let's switch over to the strategy. No, let's keep learning. The goal is to keep learning. Because even if the current strategy we are trading on, even if it doesn't pan out to be profitable over, and let's say we try and try and try to modify money, and we never get profitable with that strategy, as long as I'm learning, as long as I'm studying, at a certain time I can be like, okay, let's give this strategy up. It doesn't work, and let's go for something else. But what I have created is a habit of sticking to the plan, and that's actually what I'm trying to create. Because I never stuck to my plan. I never stuck to my plan in the beginning of my trading career, right? I was always jumping from this to this, trying to get the best strategy, but I never built a plan and I never stuck to a plan. So that's something I'm really trying to change. That's a habit I'm really trying to change. And that's why I'm doing this. This is like an exercise for me, right? It's like an exercise. So today was a loss, but no big deal. We have 16 more, no, 14 more trades to take. And at the end of those 14 trades, we'll see what the outcome is. So I wish you guys good luck and good trading.